Hi everyone, so it's beginning of November, so that can only mean one thing for me, and that's to start to knuckle down and get back to some training. So I've started now training back with my lovely Mel, who coaches me from Smiling Tri Coach. There's only one way to now start, and unfortunately that's an FTP test. Now that's to draw a line in the sand to see where I'm at, and that'll gauge all my efforts going forward, and also from that point I can monitor my improvements and my fitness as my cycling improves. So this year I'm not quite sure where I'm looking at training for, but I'm looking at maybe a 70.3 either in Vichy or maybe an island in Cork. So those are my targets, because those fit in with my timescales from running the holidays and etc. So that'll be around about August next year. So I've got a nice period of time now to build through the winter months, which is where I'm starting now. So a lot of base training, building and building and building to my A race, hopefully in August. Which FTP test to do? Well, there's an array out there. There's a 20-minute test. You can do them on the road. There's also the ramp test, which I particularly like, as it kind of actually takes out the issue of pacing, which can have a detrimental effect on an effort. Probably the more accurate one would be the 20-minute test, but it is very taxing both mentally and physically. But again, the only true way to get a full, proper, accurate FTP test would be do an hour's time trial out on the road, which we can't simply do because you've got roundabouts and roads, etc. So now the good technique I find is the ramp test. So the software I use to do my ramp test would be Trainer Road. It's a particular package I love. There's a number of them out there, but for example, you've got Zwift and other platforms out there. But for me, Trainer Road is my go-to. So I really love it. I find it very simple and very easy to use. So to perform an accurate FTP test, the ramp test obviously is built in software, and the smart trainer takes care of the loading, so it incrementally goes up in stages every minute, so it gets difficult, harder and harder and harder as you go along. So it's a test of failure. So the key elements are here is to just keep going, keep a nice smooth cadence that you would ride outside. So it's got to kind of mimic what you would ride outside. It's no point if you ride at 85 RPM outdoors trying to grind out at 30 RPM here just to grind out those extra few seconds on there, because what that'll do is it'll skew your FTP result. So for a more accurate and obviously repeatable, which is a key word here, repeatable test, because what you want to do in about 4 to 6 weeks time is redo that test. So a consistent test is what you're after. So I'm raring to go with my FTP test, so let's have a quick little look at my setup that I'm going to do my FTP on. Okay, so I've got my indoor trainer, as you can see here, which is a smart trainer, so that'll take care of everything. That links to my Trainer Road package. Obviously my bike, the software, and the all-important earphones for the music, because that is what's going to get me through. Oh, it's not too bad here, it's a bit breezy, but obviously a fan. That is a massive game changer. Okay, I'm about 4 minutes in, which is just a warm-up. So a nice steady warm-up, about 50% of my FTP, or current FTP. They'll slowly start to ramp up now. First part of the test, so if you do this test, don't be lulled into a false sense of security. This is going to be nice and easy. It slowly builds. The first part you'll think this is a breeze, nice and easy. The last couple of minutes, that's where it counts, that's where you're going to dig in, that's where the hard work starts.
We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. We don't laugh anymore. What was all of it for? Ooh, we don't talk anymore like we used to do. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. We don't laugh anymore. What was all?
Well, done. So yeah, that's the ramp test completed. I've just got a cool down to do in a moment, but yeah, that's calculated. I'm disappointed with that. You always have that feeling, could it have gone a bit harder, could it have lasted a bit longer, but in terms of a test, yeah, I think I did quite well on that, but disappointed with the numbers. Kind of expected it, except probably my ego didn't want to hear it. Like I said, coming off the back of September, doing the jog, and August I've had a bit of a lull in my training. So yeah, but now at least I've got a starting point, so that's a positive. So all my structured plans going forward are going to be tailored to me. So now start to rebuild. Only a slight decrease, so all things considered, happy. Well, feeling a lot better now. That's my FTP done, thank goodness. So great start to the day. I've had some protein now, I've had a shower, got out of all my kit, nice stretch, and I'm good to go again. So a really good start to my training for November now. I've got my nice baseline set, and I can tailor all the training going forward from that. So hope you found that really useful, and if you've any questions about kit, FTP or anything like that, just drop me a line and hopefully I can answer those questions for you.